Okay, so after a pretty grueling floundering around about the venting setup, we finally have that all set up. I don't know if it's gonna work because obviously I haven't plugged anything in yet. I'm just trying to go by the book and do all those things. So the things that we're gonna cover in this video is, yes, the venting setup. I'm gonna have to go with an open system first, meaning I'm gonna have to open the garage and kind of push this table and the roaster out a little bit. I won't have a sort of closed system yet, but I'm not really sure how that's gonna happen yet, but I'm okay with this setup if it works. I've got my propane tank down here. I'm waiting today for the regulator and the valve to connect to this portion right here. And this is where you manually control the gas and stuff. What I was able to do today is connect the fidget to all of these sensors here in these probes. Okay, so this is being temp. Okay, G, okay. And then the one, is that near the air pressure gauge? Okay, that's exhaust. Here, 2G. Okay, cool. I guess that's it. I had another question. When I opened up the door to the burner, there was a random little part just sitting in the tray, and I didn't know where that came from. It kind of looks like a little metal nodule that has threading on the inside. And I don't remember seeing other people's roasters being all like with loose wires and stuff, so I will take a look at that and see what's up with that. Maybe it's sort of like I need to just come around here and do that and just clean it up, because this looks very, I don't like this. I'll clean it up a little bit. I was just really trying to, everything is new to me. I've never done anything like remotely close to this before. Forgive me, you know. Uncoiled the power cord. I haven't plugged it in yet. There was a little piece in here it is, that I found in the tray inside where the burners are. And maybe while I'm here and I put this video out, y'all can tell me what this is. Let me show you. So, it's that. Do you know where this goes? I'm still gonna schedule the appointment with Mill City when I go through the whole thing, and I'll ask them about it too. And just to make sure before I turn anything on, just to be safe. Let me tell you my vent setup. So I have a weird sort of setup with double wall and single wall pipes. I just had to go with whatever I could find. This is the thing that you run into when you don't buy their custom fitted, easy clamp, custom venting kit. It's $1,000. It was really over budget for us. So we're like, we're really gonna have to do it this way, which saved us about $800. Spent just under 200 bucks for everything. And we maybe even only actually spent maybe only 150 bucks because there's a couple of things that we have to return, like random little parts that we didn't know we needed, like this elbow, I don't need this anymore. And it was, I don't know, it's up to you. Like if I had $1,000 just lying around and money really wasn't an issue, but we were really kind of pushing the envelope with this purchase. I mean, not really, we could buy $1,000, but we just didn't want to. We just didn't want to, okay? We're just like, hell no, we're not gonna do that. We'll just put some elbow grease. And elbow grease we did. Me, thankful for my dad and Jenna helping me put this thing together. Finding the parts, it was a treasure hunt. It was stressful for a moment. We're all together, sisters. I'm Flora. I'm Fauna.
Mom in the background.
And I'm by myself. But we made it, and we made it fun too. We laughed at the ridiculousness of it all because nothing fits. But like everything that I've come to love and be passionate about, it's never easy. But in the end, as I've learned, with that same sentiment that things that you love or things that are worth it usually aren't really easy at all. So you put in work, you put in time, you find solutions, you be creative, you do it in the best way that you can because you love it. So no regrets, you know what I'm saying? The last thing that I'm waiting on today is the regulator. Like I said, I'll hook that up, see if that all fits and goes together. I'll throw a little B-roll on top of that when I get it. And that's it. And the next video update, my plan is to be recording our first roast. So I'm not gonna record during the seasoning thing with Mill City because I want to really be honed in and focused and not think about anything other than being safe and being present in that moment. But I will record my first real roast after we season this puppy up, okay? So those of you who have put orders in, thank you for your patience. I know it's already November, but that's why I gave myself till November to ship out your orders. So I'm sorry if it becomes mid-November, even hopefully not late November, okay? So please be patient with me. I'm learning. I didn't even know how. I was like, where does this go? But to be fair, they're not very clear with this instruction, okay? They're like, start with the thermocouple that will measure bean temperature, and then I have 3 of them, and I'm like, which one is the bean temperature? Maybe a little tag on there would let me know which one the bean temperature is. That would have helped, and I would have been able to figure it out, but I didn't, you didn't label anything. So shoot, I'm gonna call you, okay? So I looked through this thing, all the doors, how it feels. It's just such a sturdy, beautiful machine, minus my venting little thing here. But I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna be fine. But we'll see. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for caring about my journey. And a couple things that I want to, when you get to this process of venting and setting it up and just being like, couple things is you want to really plan out your pipe system and everything. You really only need to go double wall if you're touching something like the inlet of a wall. Like maybe you're gonna do something like me, which is like go through the garage or go through a wall. That pipe needs to be double wall, but the rest don't. They can be single wall. As long as you don't touch them and you've created the space for it and everything like that, you don't need to get that. But if you're like me and you had to go to like 5 different Home Depots because every Home Depot was not complete with all of their piping, and it was really difficult to describe as well, because when if I were to call ahead or search it online, these just are parts that are just not familiar to the normal person at Home Depot, right? They're not normal things that you hear about, I guess. But you can always say, I'm looking for the ducting, D-U-C-T-I-N-G, area. Can you please direct me to that? I kept saying venting, chimney. I kept saying metal pipes. Nobody knew what the hell I was talking about, and it was very frustrating. Another thing is just open up all the doors, make sure everything works. There's no random pieces just lying about like, hey, what's this? and it's like a really important component. I'll talk to Mill City about that. And yeah, so I think that's it so far. You will need like a stripper, not a stripper, but a stripper, a line stripper for your cords and stuff. There's a little part right here. Mine came braided, like braided fabric, not that plastic, but that's pretty easy to take out. I think that's it. I think that's it for now. You're not allowed to use flexible ducting. I've seen a lot of people use it though, like online and stuff, but I stayed away from it, even though it was right there in front of me and it looked really easy. But I think I'm gonna have just a harder time of taking this apart for maintenance and cleaning, because it's kind of like all taped up and everything. And that's just the price I'm willing to pay for now. Like if we The plan is actually to just put money away and be like, yeah, this will be my venting fund, where I'll probably eventually order it from Mill City, the whole like vent system and everything, which is maybe in the long run more expensive, but I don't know. We just sometimes like to do things the hard way. I don't know, whatever. I'm just making rationalizations. So to make myself feel better. But yeah, excited. Episode 7. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. That'll be my first roast. How exciting. I'm glad to hear. See you next time. Black City Coffee. Peace out.